Hi, my name is Malcolm McCrary, and I'm going to teach you about the dangers of driving an automobile. Am I a professional? Do I have a degree or certification that says that I can teach you how to drive an automobile? Absolutely not. But my goal is simple. I want people that are learning how to drive to understand the risks of cars and potential accidents that can happen without a basic understanding of the physical properties that contribute to a car crash. For example, when you stop your car at the red light, both the vehicle and passenger come to a complete stop. The velocity becomes zero because the brakes add extreme friction to the car's motion/force delivered by the engine. The object in motion stops moving because an outside force acted on it. This is an example of Newton's first law. Newton's first law states that an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. Now let's say you've inherited your mother's beautiful 2009 red Toyota Corolla and you can finally take it out for a spin. You forget how brakes work and fly right off of a cliff. As the car's tires are moving backward, it pushes the road backward from the car, which pushes the car forward, which is an example of Newton's third law, but we'll return to that later. When a car has a force applied to it, in this case a force that moves it forward, its change in motion is equal to the force divided by the mass of the car, which is an example of Newton's second law. Newton's second law states that the acceleration of an object is dependent on two variables, the net force acting upon the object, in this case our car, and the mass of the object, or our car. Back to Newton's first law, your car isn't going to stop in time unless a force is acted upon it, like your brakes. Now let's say you crash into another car because you're distracted doing some light work on the Canvas app. The force that acts upon the car in this situation is the abrupt deceleration of velocity from v to 0 in a short period of time due to the collision with another object. As the car makes impact with an object, its front end exerts a force on the object, and in turn the object applies an equal magnitude but oppositely directed force to the front of the car. In this case, the cars are directing that force at each other. This is an example of Newton's third law. Newton's third law states for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. Anyways, that's all the time I have. I hope you learned something, and if you didn't, look for another video. Thanks!